What is up, guys? This is day 2 of hosting videos. I'm planning on doing at least one every day, hopefully. Excluding weekends, probably. Hopefully not, but probably excluding weekends because my parents are gonna be home. Um, but today's topic. I'm a loser. I'm a loser and apparently that's very apparent for other people because I'm nothing but a second option. A while ago I had this ex, and I cared about them a lot, more so than a lot of people that I have around me, because they were a close friend of mine for a good while. They were dating someone else at the time that I met them, at the time we were friends. And at first I liked the person that they dated. Then I realized they were together. I didn't want to. Obviously, I'm not gonna be a homewrecker and screw somebody over. Not again. I've done that before and I hated it. Didn't even mean to the first time. But recently they had broken up at the time, so I decided to go after, you know, I've been I kind of like I didn't want to go after them, but like I was kind of leaving a bit of a hint like every now and then, like, oh yeah, I remember. My bad. Uh I had gotten broken up with pretty badly like a little while, and they were there for me. So whenever they got broken up, I was there for them. And remember, they got to school, they were crying, so I sat there and I like hugged them and I was like rubbing their back like, "Oh, dude, I'm sorry." And I was there for them. And I don't typically do that with people I don't know enough. So that like that was like me basically showing that I trust this person. I know them pretty well. Anyways, they broke up with them. So eventually, to make a long story short, we'd been flirting for a while. They got together with me. We dated. We lasted a month, but the first 2 weeks we didn't really like tell anybody because their ex was low key like going crazy. Not crazy, but like their ex already has pretty bad mental issues. I was friends with the ex for a while, so I know this. And we just didn't want that to, affect them more. I'm pretty sure they went to the mental hospital. I'm not sure though. So me and my partner just did not tell anybody yet. Um, then they started randomly talking to their ex again. Don't know why. I got upset about that. I had already been cheated on at that point. Not by them, by someone else. So I was like trying to work on no longer being an obsessive person and letting people walk all over me and use me like that. So I was like, hey, I'm not okay with this. Especially since this ex is slandering my name, saying that nobody should date me because apparently I touch my friends too much. Okay. Anyways, this person that I care for deeply was like, "Oh, don't worry about it," because they showed me like certain messages, not the entire context, certain messages. So I was like, "Oh, okay." Um, I was happy. I was so happy. We were really good together for a while. Then out of nowhere, after a month, I was really happy. I was having a bad day, right? Terrible day. Parents, stuff at home, stuff at school. I wanted to get in the ball and cry. And so I sat there looking for comfort. I was like, "Hey, do you mind if like we hold hands or something?" Like I'm really upset. I was on the verge of tears, so I was like laying my head down in class, holding their hand, and they were distancing themselves and talking to one of their close friends, like whispering, like. And I was like, "Hey, is anything wrong?" Like not trying to be like all up in their business, but like, just like asking, if there's something with me or something. Obviously, I'm sitting there like, and they were like, "Oh, no, 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 no." But then it made me. I had this gut feeling. I remember vividly. It was like getting socked in the stomach, and I was like, "Dude, they're gonna break up with me. That's what this is gonna lead to." I'm not stupid. I can take a pretty good hit. I just didn't want to accept it. They went to a concert they had, like they were performing for school, I was like, dude, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. So that happened. And so I was trying to be affectionate while I was around them, so that way maybe it could not be happening today. Because I don't want to get broken up with, obviously. So I wanted to fight, for the relationship, not fight them. Whoa, like fight for our relationship, so that way, hopefully, this doesn't have to happen. That would be wild, just to be okay with it and just take like sit there and take it, which is understandable. I've done that before, but like I don't want to do that now. I felt like I had more self confidence. So I was like, I got a call. They called me. They told me, right? They were like, hey, I just don't want to be obsessive anymore, and I feel like I'm going down that same path with you. I'm already struggling with my mental health. I was like, that's completely understandable. I'm still here for you. And they were like, oh, do you want to be friends? And I was like, oh, I don't know. Sure. We had already been friends beforehand. Why can't I do after? I cried the next day at school. I eventually I was okay though, and I was doing better. And my original plan was, hey, let me go party, let me go do things to go get my mind off of it. Obviously, found out maybe a month later from the ex that they were talking to. The day before me and this person had gotten together, after we had been flirting, just flirting for about a month. They went the day before we got in a relationship and cracked their, like, not they were screwing with their ex. That was upsetting. Then the entire time they were together, I found out that I was being used. Like the partner I had, there's a text message, I don't know if I have it anymore, where they literally said they were using me to like no longer have to deal with their like sad feelings about their ex. They were using me to fill in the void. And then, worst part, I got told from the best friend that they had, my partner when they left me, had a script reading it out. And the day after we broke up, immediately got with their ex. So I slimed them out. No, I'm kidding. That would have been crazy. I don't know. I didn't know how to deal with those feelings at first. I was really upset, and it lowered my self confidence like so bad, because it made me realize how much of a second option and a loser I am. I'm not worth it, apparently, and it made me feel like that because it wasn't even just with them. Another ex of mine, they left me. I was really obsessed with them. That's why I was trying to do better relationship wise, and no longer being obsessive and trying my best to like avoid allowing them to do things that I'm not comfortable with, and more so at least like draw a boundary. That's why I was like with that whole ex thing. I was like, hey, I don't know if I feel comfortable with that, because I was really obsessed with my old ex, and that ex left me because mental health problems, blamed it on a different reason, and then only nowadays only calls me when they're on the verge of deleting themselves. So it does make me feel like I'm a second option. I already felt like that, and then this other ex that had used me to get over their feelings for their ex, it just made it so much worse. My self confidence was just, it was I was trying to love myself more, and then and to this day, I've hated myself for a long time. First, it was because of my sexuality. I didn't want to be like this. You don't choose to be queer in any way. And so, whenever I found out I was and I had feelings for a dude, it just got me like so upset. That's one of the reasons why I attempted one day. Obviously, I didn't. I didn't go through with it. Well, I mean, I tried, but it didn't work. I'm so happy. Kinda. Anyways, I did hate myself, and I still do, kinda, but I'm trying to be a better person with myself by loving myself more and trying to find small things I can love about myself. And that relationship, and it hurt, like, just the fact that they dropped me like that. Like, have you ever been dropped and then later on find out it was because you weren't good enough, apparently? Because if so, that's exactly how I felt. I felt like I was nothing. I was nothing to anybody. Nothing but a second option. And I'm a loser because of it. Because obviously, that doesn't just happen to people who are cool, apparently. Well, not any that I've met, at least. And, yeah, that really, messed me up for a long time. My self-confidence still has not fully healed from it. I understand, though, it's not my fault anymore, kind of. No, I still think it's my fault, but to a certain extent. Like, before I thought it was, like, fully, oh, God, it's all you. It's all you. But no, it's not me. Fully. And it's like, that entire relationship, I treated them better than any other partner I had because, like, I treated them better because I was, at the time, able to love myself. So I was able to love them pretty well too, like I was there for them anytime they needed help. I never flaked out on them. If I said I was going to do something with them, I did. The only thing that would stop me would be parents, things like that. So yeah, so that's the story of how a month-long relationship screwed me up so much that to this day I'm still not very confident in anything at all that is about me. Holy forehead jump scare. Oh my god. Anyways, yeah. Thank you for listening, guys. See you, gang. I will be posting another video. And honestly, if somebody comments, if you can comment me like a topic, I will go ahead and like go on that. If it's something that like I can relate to, or if I have a story of my life about something, because I have a lot of stuff that's going on in my life. If you guys want to hear a certain thing, and I have a story that relates to it, I will post it, guys. And I'll shout you out in the video. Yeah, that's about it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you do, I'm not doing it for views. I'm not doing it for subscribers. I'm not obligating you to do anything, obviously. It would be nice, just saying. But I'm not obligating you to. I'm just here to post and hopefully both heal myself of problems I have and help other people, because I want to be able to heal other people while also healing myself. So y'all have a nice day. Have a good week. Have a good year. I hope the best upon everybody who watches this and who doesn't. Love you guys. See ya. Yeah.